Diabetes mellitus, most commonly known as diabetes, is a group of metabolic disorders characterized by a high blood sugar level over a prolonged period of time. There are three main types of diabetes mellitus, and they are type 1 diabetes, which results from the pancreas failure to produce enough insulin due to loss of beta cells. Type 2 diabetes, which begins with insulin resistance, a condition in which cells fail to respond to insulin properly. And then gestational diabetes, the third form, occurs when pregnant women without a previous history of diabetes develop a high blood sugar levels. Let's get into the topic. Journey of diabetes. How it starts. Usually, diabetes starts with the condition known as pre-diabetes. Pre-diabetes is when your blood sugar levels are higher than normal but not high enough for your doctor to diagnose diabetes. They might call it impaired fasting glucose or impaired glucose tolerance. You are more likely to get pre-diabetes if you are older, especially over age 45, and you are overweight or obese and have a larger waist. If you have high cholesterol and high triglycerides, low HDL cholesterol and high LDL cholesterol, and you eat a lot of red and processed meat, sugary beverages, and don't eat much fruits and vegetables, nuts, whole grains, and olive oil. If you don't exercise, you are more prone for pre-diabetes, and if you had a gestational diabetes or polycystic ovary syndromes. Sleep problems are more likely to get pre-diabetes condition. The symptoms for pre-diabetes are lot thirstier than usual and frequent urination and blurred vision, and you eat lot than usual. If untreated at the earlier stage, this may develop into classic symptoms of diabetes such as weight loss, polyuria, polydipsia, and polyphagia. Symptoms may develop rapidly in type 1 diabetes and very slowly or may be absent in type 2 diabetes. Without treatment, pre-diabetes can develop into type 2 diabetes or cause several other serious problems including kidney disease, blindness, high blood pressure, nerve problems, peripheral neuropathy, loss of limb, amputation, and other heart-related disease and eye-related problems. Earlier treatment can reverse pre-diabetes. Treatment to reverse pre-diabetes include eat a healthy diet and lose weight. Losing even 5 to 10% of your weight can make a huge difference. Exercise daily like walking, jogging. Try to get at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Stop smoking and stop drinking alcohol. Get your blood pressure and cholesterol under control. Take medications like metformin to lower your blood sugar if you are at high risk. Pre-diabetes diet. There is no official diet, but 4 swaps can reverse pre-diabetes and lower your chance of getting type 2 diabetes. Choose whole grains and whole grain product instead of processed and refined products. Drink coffee, water, and tea instead of sugary drinks. Choose good fats like those in vegetable oil, nuts, and seeds over those in margarine, baked goods, and fried foods. Trade red meat and processed meats for nuts, whole grain, poultry, and fish. Include lots of green leafy vegetables, fruits, and vegetables. Pre-diabetes prevention. Exercise and eating foods low in carbohydrate, sugar, fats, and salt can also help prevent pre-diabetes or to reverse pre-diabetes. Other tips include don't smoke, don't have more than 1 alcohol a day, take blood sugar medications as per your doctor prescribes, be physically active.
Many months later.
In the journey of diabetes, now we are going to see about the mid part. So the mid part is basically taking care of diabetes soon after diagnosis. Once you are diagnosed with diabetes, what are all the lifestyle changes which you have to include or exclude from your daily patterns? So that is what this topic is about. So the first very important thing is developing a healthy eating pattern. So food has a major impact on blood glucose. So optimizing the meal times, meal choices, especially when it comes to carbohydrates. So this can improve the diabetes management of overall health. So try to have carbohydrate foods which are low in GI, or you can reduce the amount of carbohydrates that you eat at one particular time, like be it breakfast or lunch. And the next very important thing is sticking to a physical activity regime for at least 45 minutes to 1 hour in 4 to 5 times of a week is very important. This can help in improving your diabetes management. Testing your blood sugar levels and keeping a record of the results is very important, especially in the beginning, so that you can compare the test results. If the blood sugar levels are high when compared to the previous test results, you will know that what mistake you have done previously, because of which your results have increased. So with that, you can change or correct your eating or lifestyle patterns. And the next one is, when you are tested with like diabetes, you should stick to the medications which is prescribed by the doctors. You cannot have medications on alternate days by which you cannot control your diabetes. And then in the beginning, you may not be aware of the signs or maybe the symptoms of high or low blood sugar. Try to recognize them so that you may know when you get them the next time, like what to do, like either take a tablet or take some nap, so that you can be back to normal state. And monitoring the feet, skin and eyes regularly is important, because these are common problems when it comes to diabetes. Like when it comes to feet, you may have common foot problems which includes fungal infections in the nails, dry skin and sores, calluses, and you can cure them or prevent them by taking good care of them, by washing and drying your foot, taking care of them and checking for any cracked skin which newly appears. And in skin you may have fungal and bacterial infections like small boils, and itching is also very common. It is caused by the dry skin. So dry skin is obviously because of the lack of blood supply, and yeast infection is also a common in diabetes. Eyes, when it comes to eyes, diabetes can damage the blood vessels in the eyes, leading to preventable problems like cataract, glaucoma and retinopathy. You can prevent this by controlling the blood sugar and taking care of foot, skin and eyes by sparing some time for them. So these are the lifestyle changes which you have to include so that one may have the diabetes in control.
A few years later.
After diabetes means once a patient is diagnosed with diabetes, after 10 years they will tend to feel some changes, and these changes will lead to diseases. First, it will attack digestive system and it weakens the nerves around the digestive system. So nutrients absorption will be lower, and this leads to heavy blood hardening component due to loss of nutrients, and this will lead to heart attack and heart disease due to this hard blood with low nutrients, and this will lead to kidney disease due to blood pressure and hypertension. And kidney and livers are interconnected, and this will affect the liver functions also, and metabolism will also be affected, and this leads to weight loss. Severe weight loss and fatigue can be seen after 10 years of uncontrolled diabetes. And HbA1c will also be higher, around 10 to 12. And at this stage, immune response is also lower, so they are very prone for infections also. Because of low absorption of nutrients, they will end up having retinopathy defect also. If uncontrolled at this stage means they will end up having death. Precautions are more important at this stage. We should prevent it at this stage by having some balanced diet with all nutrients present in it. Some of the nutrients are iron from liver and sesame, calcium from milk, vitamins from green leafy vegetables like kale, spinach, mint, coriander, and vegetables like cauliflower, beans, capsicum can be taken with some roots and tubers, beetroot, carrots to increase our vitamin content in our diet. With minerals is mandatory for diabetes patient to increase our immune system. For this, crab, prawn, legumes, broths can be taken to increase our omega-3 fatty acids, I mean good fats. Seeds like pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, even watermelon seeds are also rich in iron. Chia seeds can be taken along with nuts, almonds, walnuts, and so on. So these are the main nutrients that can be taken. And first stage is our digestive system. So we should take care of digestive system by taking probiotics daily. Curd, yogurt can be taken, and especially citrus fruits like vitamin C to increase our immune responses. Thank you. This is done by Jivita S, Jivita P and Kirtana S. Thank you.